Alright, what's up everyone? This is the Fallen One, and I'm coming at you with some Total War Warhammer 2 action. Right now, we have green skins versus the world. So, basically it's going to be Grimgor leading Wurrzag and a Night Goblin War Boss into a huge battle against basically a mishmash of everything else, really. But let's check out the armies first. So, the first army is mine, and it is led by Grimgor Iron-Eyed. And this guy is the biggest and the baddest black orc around. He has a low health pool, which is bad for him, but if he could get into maybe some bigger monsters or something else, he has really good armor-piercing damage and great melee attack when his Gitsnick is going off, which is like a fourth of the battle, so it's not that bad, really. And we have 3 walls going off, so he's going to be ridiculous, this battle, basically. He's bringing some squiggards for some armor piercing. Of course, you gotta bring some black orcs. If you're gonna bring Grimgor, you can't bring Grimgor without bringing big bad black orcs. Then a bunch of just orc boys and big orc biggins. Yeah, that's what they're called, biggins. Then the next army is gonna be led by the Night Goblin War Boss. And this model looks beautiful, really. And it's going to be it's going to have a lot of Goblin Archers, a Goblin Shaman with Itchy Nuisance and a Magic Missile. And then a bunch of Black Orcs. Because, you know what? Grimgor wants Black Orcs. And that Night Goblin War Boss had to bend his knee and bring some Black Orcs along. And then the last army is going to be led by none other than Wurrzag himself. And Wurrzag, the dancing savage orc, brought, as you guessed it, savage orcs as far as the eye can see. Yep, a bunch of savage orc airboys, and a doom diver catapult. They're not really savage orcs, but I mean, come on, these doom divers, these guys are little savages themselves, so why not? The armies that are opposing us are going to be Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, and Lizardmen. And the Tomb King's main big threats are going to be these 3 bone giants. These bone giants, looking fabulous and looking like Tarzan right here, are going to be carving through a bunch of black orcs with their magical arrows. And they're going to be a problem if they make it into the late game, because greenskins have bad leadership, and those guys are definitely going to be able to scare them away. Then they have a Tomb King on a Sphinx over here. And the next army is going to be Kroq-Gar on Grimlock. Now this is a force to be reckoned with. Grimlock is ready to eat some greenskins. Then they have some Kroq-Gors. And the Vampire Counts, the main bad things for the Vampire Counts are going to be Karen Wraiths. Greenskins don't have much to deal with these. The Orc Shaman on my side has Fist of Mork. Or Gaze of Mork, Fist of Gork, and Here We Go. And the Fist of Gork is going to give them magical damage to deal with Karen Wraiths, so hopefully I can get that off. And, yeah, the Vampire Counts are going to be led by this Vampire Lord who's running away from the battle for some reason. No idea why he's doing that. But, let's get this on the way. Let's see. Ooh, some Doom Diver catapults going off some Skeleton Spearmen and Saurus Warriors with shields. Not bad. What is this guy firing at? Oh, he's trying to fire at these mangy marauders over here, but he's too slow, so that sucks for him. Ooh, let's see where this hits. I hit right next to Wurrzag, the big old dancing orc right there. Look at him dance. Look at him dance. Wurrzag knows what he's doing. Looks like we're about to have a beautiful charge going off right here. Let's see this charge going. Alright, here it comes. Savage Orcs versus some heavily armored Temple Guard and Saurus Warriors. Probably won't go too good for the Savage Orcs, but they're gonna try. Here we go. Bam! These battle lines clashing. Grimlock coming in. And he's gonna bypass the front line and go right into the juicy archers. Yeah, these archers aren't gonna have a good time. Grimlock's just gonna destroy them. It looks like we also have... Here we go. Grimgor Ironhide. Ooh, the Croxagars think they're gonna take him down. One swing. Croxagar's still alive. Grimgor, you're losing your touch. I expect him to be dead in one swing. Come on, Grimgor, you can do it. One swing, man. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Grimgor. Yeah, with Grimgor with Get Snick on and the wall going off, this guy has ridiculous melee attack and honestly, his armor piercing damage. Yeah, 3 swings, 3 of these guys down. He's not having a good time. And Wurrzagg's not having a good time either. It looks like maybe Crockgar got into him, but nope, it's Bone Giants. I can see them aiming. Yep, Bone Giants are sniping out Wurrzag. Poor little Wurrzag just cannot dodge those Bone Giants. And he's now routing, which is, ooh, a magic missile spell going off and more Bone Giants. And Wurrzag's broken already, which is really not good. That all his units over here are routing. And Wurrzag is running away, and Wurrzag's dead. Ow. Just 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the battle, and Wurrzag is already dead. That's not spell good for the Savage Orcs. But Grimgor's still here, and Grimgor is going to smash these Croxagars into oblivion. On the right flank over here, though, it looks like Black Orcs broke through, and they're going to be able to get to these Bone Giants. And these Bone Giants are trash in melee. So if Black Orcs with Fear Resist can get over there, then they're going to destroy the Bone Giants quite frankly. And here they come. Ooh, this is a position the Bone Giant just does not want to be in. And he does have the speed to get away, though, so these Black Orcs are going to have to deal with other things instead of just the Bone Giant, unfortunately. But more Black Orcs are on their way. And here we have a unit of Cairn Wraiths, and these Cairn Wraiths are actually going down pretty badly, but they're going up against some Black Orcs, and they took a lot of damage out of the Black Orcs. I mean, Black Orcs don't have magical attacks, so this is just a spot. This is not really the best spot for Black Orcs, but yeah, the Cairn Wraiths are dead now, getting charged from behind by Savage Orc Boar Boys. Look at these beasts over here. Yeah, those Cairn Wraiths are dead. And over here, we have a bunch of our cavalry, but it's stuck on Tomb Guard with halberds. Now, Tomb Guard with halberds are the elitist infantry that the Tomb Kings can bring, and they're anti-large. This is not a good spot for Boar Boys at all. These guys need to pull out of here. Looks like Grimlock's taking a little rest right there. Resting up, ready to go feast on some more greenskins later on. Let's check on this flank. We have just one unit of Black Orcs holding out against Blood Knights, and well, they're not going to hold out for very long. Honestly, that flank did not go too well. And here we go with Grimgor Ironhide finally killing all the Croxagars, and in the process also getting a couple of other kills, right? It's only up to 28 kills. It's really not that much for Grimgor Ironhide. Look at all these walls going off. With all this wall, it is incredible how much speed and melee attack that the Orcs are able to have this entire match. And here we have a Night Goblin War Boss chasing off a Sphinx with some Savage Orc Boar Boys. Then the War Boss gets a little bit too ballsy and bites Grimlock in the butt. And yeah, Grimlock's not having any of that. Grimlock is... Yep, Grimlock stomps him. Stomps him into the ground. This little guy should not be in this fight. Ooh. Yeah. That's just not a fight that he wants to be in. But Grimlock's in not the best position right now with Savage Orc Boar Boys. Oh! A brutal Vindictive Glare coming from the Night Goblin Shaman and actually breaks Grimlock. So Crockgar's not looking too hot right now. He's on some really low health. And if they could get something to chase him off, Kroggar's not coming back. It looks like the feral Carnosaur is running away from a goblin big boss. Yup. You just heard that right. That's incredible. Not sure what happened there, but this goblin big boss is gonna chase a feral Carnosaur away. And then probably get destroyed by Blood Knights. Yeah, that feral Carnosaur is going still. And Kroggar just went off the map, and so did the feral Carnosaur. It's a lot of the big units off for the Lizardmen. That's not too good for them. But they still have the 3 bone giants and this giant Tomb King Sphinx with terror going off, and it is making a lot of the orc units waver, and oh, there they go. They began rallying up. Bone giants, yep. Alright, so a lot of the orcs are routing, but if these guys start coming back, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, all these big units are on some really low health, and let's face it, bone giants really can't hold their own in melee. They're not going to do much if all these other units are going to disappear. Let's check back up on Grimgor over here. How's he doing? Last check he had what, 26 kills? 105 kills now, and this is up against Graveguard and yeah, Graveguard and some skeleton spearmen. So I mean, it's not bad kills really. Grimgor is doing great. And it looks like a Gaze of Mort went off and missed the Tomb King over there. It's very unfortunate, because if they could get rid of that Tomb King, then they might have a chance. That Tomb King's basically one of the only good melee combatant big units in the field still. Oh, but so many of the units. Oh, they're all coming back. Here we go. It's time for like a round 3 for these orc boys. They're gonna come in and they're gonna help Grimgor to make the biggest, baddest WAAGH ever. If only Grimgor could survive, because he is surrounded with no support right here. And Karen rates are coming in. Karen rates are just gonna, they're gonna mulch Grimgor. Grimgor doesn't have magical attacks, and he can't hit Karen rates really. You can't do damage to what you can't hit, so that's not gonna look too good for Grimgor right there. He needs to get out of there. It looks like the Orc Shaman is nearby, trying to help with leadership, possibly. Actually, yeah, this is my army. That's exactly what I was trying to do. I didn't want to get the Orc Shaman in danger. But, yeah, the Orc Shaman's gonna get chased off by a Vampire Lord. Grimgor is gonna break. And, the rest of the army's soon to rout, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. Orc Shaman's broken. And poor big old Grimgor with his, how many kills did he get? 137. And these are some pretty good high value targets too. Grimgor, I like Grimgor as a, if you could get him into melee, he's going to be doing great. Grimgor is just a boss. That low health pool though is bad for him, unfortunately. So yeah, that's going to end it. Unfortunately, Grimgor could not make the biggest and baddest WAAGH today, but he survived. And Grimgor is going to build up his army again, and he'll be back. He'll be back to make a big bad WAAGH. Well played to our opponents. Our opponents did a really good job. It was a pretty good match and getting pretty close there. That poor Wurrzag got sniped out within the first 3 minutes of the game. His army actually did pretty decent, though. Honestly, most of our armies did pretty good. The biggest problem that we had were just the big units, and they were scaring away our people, and we just could not get rid of them. And also these Karen rates just destroyed, and these guys were up against Black Orcs, and yeah, I mean, they were doing pretty good. These ones got stomped over here, but the other ones, they did great. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This is my first video. I'll see if I do more. See ya.